So, hey guys, I'm Jaydeep here. Today we will be talking about one of the very interesting and intuitional property or the identity, binomial identity, which we are seeing here. So, the identity goes like this: the NC0 square plus NC1 square plus NC2 square up to NCn square is equivalent to that of the 2NCn, right? So let's see how intuitionally we can think of this property, right? So if someone is saying 2n cn, what does it means? It's that the person, or we wanted to select the n objects out of 2n objects, right? Now suppose these are my total 2n objects from 1 to 2n, and I split them in two parts, one consisting of first n objects and the other part consisting of next n objects, right? So we did a kind of partition, right? Now, if I want to select the n elements, what I can do is that I can select 0 elements from this partition and n elements from this partition, or I can select one element from this side and n minus 1 rest of the elements from this side, or I can select two elements from this side and rest of the n minus 2 elements from other side, so on and so forth. At the end, my last choice would be I will select n elements from the left side and no elements from the right side. So if you see carefully, you can see that none of these cases are overlapping and they are completely disjoint, right? And we are at the same time covering all of the cases, because even if you are not partitioning the element like this, in any combination you pick the elements, there will be always a scenario you are selecting few elements from the left side and few elements from the right side, right? Because you have to choose the n elements, correct? So what will be your choices? Either you will be selecting no element from the left and all element from the right, or one from the left and rest n minus 1 from the right, or 2 from the left and rest n minus 2 from the right, right? So on and so forth, right? So we understood this at this also, and these are the totally disjoint countings. There is no case where we are over counting or some combination is getting counted twice, because we are making sure that the number of elements we choose in the next choice is completely different from the previous choice, so there is no worry regarding the over counting. Like see here, I am choosing the two elements. Now this case won't be overlapping with any of the other combinations for the counting, because in none of the other combinations we are choosing two elements on the left hand side. Either they will be lesser than 2, or they will be higher than 2, but they won't be exactly 2. So let's see how we can solve, or we can think intuitionally what's going on. So what I will say is that from the left side or the left partition I chose the 0 element, and from the right side I chose all the n elements, right? Because in any combination I had to choose the n elements. So what I did, I choose nothing from the left side and choose n elements from the right side. And please remember, here we partitioned two n elements into two parts, one containing n elements and other containing rest of the n elements. Okay, this was one of the our choices. What the other choice we came up with was, let's choose one element from the left side and rest of the n elements from the right hand side, or let's choose two elements from the left side and rest of the n minus 2 elements from the right side, so on and so forth. What we have here is that we are choosing n minus 1 element from the left side and one element from the right side, or we are choosing all the elements from the left side but no element from the right side. Cool. Now we know that if nck is equals to ncn minus k, what this intuitionally means is that out of n, selecting k elements is as good as rejecting n minus k elements, right? Intuitionally, what this is what the equivalence means, right? Because if I have to choose the k elements, it's as good as I have to reject n minus k elements, right? So I hope this part has been cleared intuitionally, right? Now let's see here what's going on. So what I did is that I were choosing n elements from the out of n elements. So it's as good as rejecting 0 elements out of n elements. Similarly, here I was choosing the n minus 1 elements out of n elements. Then it was as good as rejecting one element out of the n minus 1 elements, right? Sorry, rejecting one element out of the n elements. So here also the same logic. Choosing n minus 2 elements from the n elements is as good as rejecting 2 elements from the n elements. So if you follow this, you can see that both of these terms are equivalent, both of these terms are also equivalent, these are terms are also equivalent, these two are also, and these two are also. So they automatically will get converged to a square, right, if we are doing the multiplication thing. So here we will be having nc n square, and what we saw is that we were partitioning 2n elements, right? And the out of this 2n element we initially had to choose the n elements, and what we saw is that the one of the way to choose the n elements was this. So it's equivalent to 2ncn, but we later did some intuitional simplification and reached to the conclusion that this is equivalent to 2ncn. So I hope this part is clear to you and you enjoyed this video. So it would be nice if you subscribe, but at the same time turn that notification and all that stuff off so that you won't get distracted, right? So take care of your time and take care of yourself, right? Maybe the force with you.